This is the Ford Focus RS, and this is the Ford Focus RS, but it's called the limited edition. Have you spotted the differences yet? Okay, let's give you a closer look.
The limited edition's roof spoiler, roof and side mirror caps are all finished in black. The rear windows adopt privacy glass. There are lighter forged alloy 19-inch rims in black. Those are wrapped in an even stickier set of Michelin rubber. Pilot Sport Cup 2s that have graced such super quick exotica as the Ferrari 458 Speciale. And while you can't see it, the front axle has adopted a Quaife torque biasing differential, designed to give the Focus RS better cornering traction. Oh, and bad luck if you want a choice of paintwork. The limited edition takes a cue for the 1920s Model T. You can have any colour you like, as long as it's nitrous blue. Little changes inside, so you don't get the same posh factor as a Volkswagen Golf R or a BMW M140i. The Recaro bucket seats gain a bigger splash of exterior matching nitrous blue, and that's about it, though the Limited gets a safety bonus with the addition of autonomous emergency braking. None of these extras come for free, of course. Pricing jumps from $50,990 to $56,990, though you can still buy the standard RS while stocks last.
It is nearly 18 months since the third generation RS came into our hands, and so the limited edition is a great chance to remind ourselves of why we love this car so much, why it's one of the great hot hatches of the moment. The steering wheel not only feels great in your hands, but you only have to apply a small bit of lock to tackle a lot of bends. So quick is the steering. It's nicely weighted, perhaps a bit too heavy when you're driving around town, but out on the road when you're tackling a challenging road, it's absolutely perfect. The RS's drivetrain, of course, plays a crucial role in the fun that this car delivers. That warbling exhaust note, very reminiscent actually, remembering that this is a 4-cylinder of the old RS's 5-cylinder turbo, sourced from Volvo of all people. It sounds terrific. This is a very quick car, if it not quite feeling as ballistically quick as an A45 AMG, but then this car is better in corners. And the gearbox, well, the throw is a bit on the long side. It doesn't quite stick into the gates with the satisfying feel of some other gearboxes, but it's unerringly accurate. And fellow tester Albors also reckon that the clutch pedal weighting was a bit uneven, but I disagree. I think it's pretty much perfect.
There are a few downsides to the RS though. The Focus's front seats are still too high. The RS rides more stiffly than a Golf R or Honda Civic Type R, and it's also a bit chubby at nearly 1.6 tonnes. The limited edition's extra special Michelins and lighter rims also aren't technically exclusive, as they were available previously as an option pack. That leaves the Quaife front diff as the big point of difference. Though even Ford says you'll only notice the benefits on a racetrack, so we thought we'd find one.
So here we are at Sydney Motorsport Park. Nice and sunny now, where earlier it was streaming cats and dogs. Yet this all-wheel drive hot hatch was still immensely grippy and fun, even in the soaking wet. Now the first thing we're going to do at turn 2, we're just going to see if you can still have fun, even with that limited slip diff up front. Yes! You can sense the limited slip diff still trying to sort of tug at that front axle to get you through that corner, and there's no doubt the exit does feel smoother, better, stronger. How that'll actually translate to a lap time, I don't know, but we're going to find out. We did a lap earlier in the regular RS, I'm not sure what else to call it but regular. So now in this limited, we'll see what the numbers tell us.
Even on a track, the Focus RS continues to be a hot hatch that resists understeer quite impressively. As for that diff, while data analysis of our laps around a shortened version of Sydney Motorsport Park confirmed the limited edition exited corners consistently quicker, though the extra stickiness of those Cup 2 tyres is also a factor. The diff seemed even more effective in the wet, though unfortunately an issue with our comparative lap traces meant we only got figures from our laps in the dry.
Based on my runs, the limited edition is worth almost a second a lap for your extra outlay. And in the world of track days, that's a pretty decent gain. Yet whether you have the regular Ford Focus RS or this limited edition, you have a hatch that is not so much hot, but rather super.